Hey everybody, I'm Donavon.
And I'm Chanelle, and we just got married about 3 weeks ago, and we're gonna start a vlog.
Yeah, you might have seen our wedding video on our YouTube channel. That's the only thing up there right now. But as Chanelle said, we're starting a vlog, and we just wanted to start this one with a little bit of our story and how we met. So we met in Belize, which is in Central America. It's a small country, and we met there with YWAM, or Youth with a Mission. It's a global Christian missions organization, and I was a staff member with YWAM, and Chanelle came to do a discipleship training school, also known as a DTS. So a DTS is a 5-month program. The first 3 months are in whatever country you're in, so this is a global missions organization, so it's all over the world.
Yeah, it's in like almost every country. There's one you can do.
Yep. So Chanelle did it in Belize, and I did it in Belize. So we met there during her discipleship training school. So as I said, 5-month program. First 3 months was in Belize, and the last 2 months are on outreach somewhere else in the world. So the first day of her discipleship training school, we met, and no sparks were flying, or wasn't love at first sight by any means.
No, not at all. Really, I can't even, well, neither of us can really remember like the first moment we met or anything. The first night there, you're kind of like, there's so many new people, and so you're just kind of getting to know everybody. And we were sitting around at a table, and Donavon was asking where we all lived, and I said the Sunshine Coast, and he was like, oh, by any chance do you know this person? And I was like, I do actually. It's one of my best friend's sister's husband. How in the world do you know him? And they ended up going to hockey school together. Yeah, long story short, it was just like super weird.
So Chanelle and I became friends through her discipleship training school, her DTS, and actually got to kind of mentor her through some stuff. Our relationship was like strictly a friendship at that point in time.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't believe us when we say that, that we didn't like each other, but we honestly didn't. A lot of even like my small group leader is what they call it, which is just like somebody that mentors you, like the same gender, you can talk to them about stuff. She asked me multiple times if I liked him, and I was like, no, I honestly don't. Like, I really don't.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously things changed.
Yeah. So, got to walk through some stuff with her, just like some kind of spiritual things and some emotional healing, stuff like that. And I got to stand with her as a friend and as more of a brother.
Which is so weird to say now.
Which really just helped to grow our friendship a lot.
Yeah, like we got to start our relationship on like a really good foundation, where a lot of people you meet, you kind of go through your past, you go through all like the hard questions and stuff. When Donavon and I actually finally got together, we had really known about everything. So it's kind of the opposite, and we just, Yeah,
if you've done a discipleship training school, then you understand kind of what we're talking about. But essentially, you're thrown into this deep relationship with everybody in your school, plus probably 15 staff members that were there as well, walking the students through this process. So you get to know people really well. You get to know all their crap, all the stuff that they've done, everything that's happened to them in their life that's gotten them to this place, both the good and the bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
And so it's a really special way to build a friendship and get to know somebody. So we're really thankful for that foundation that we had in YWAM.
Anyways, back to our story.
Yes. So Chanelle goes on outreach.
Yeah, which I went to Zambia, Africa, and the whole time that I was in Belize and doing this school, I was so like, bye boys.
She found herself a man. Oh my word.
Anyways, I just like didn't want anything to do with boys. One of the reasons why I went down to Belize was just to pursue my relationship with God and to serve other people, to kind of figure out more about myself and all that kind of just snuck up on us, you know?
Yeah. And I've been single for like 5 years, so I wasn't really in the place of looking for a girlfriend either. I was just starting to get to the place where I could see myself dating. Probably about 3 or 4 months before Chanelle came and did her DTS. And so then through her DTS, I was kind of just starting to get into that place emotionally where I could see myself in a relationship. And so Chanelle goes to Africa. I led an outreach to Cuba during that time. And when we came back, Chanelle went home, and I went home for a 3-week break before the next school started.
And I was just so ready to be single for like the next year. I hadn't like committed to anything, but I was just finally a place of being like, wow, I'm so happy with myself and so happy at where I'm at. I didn't need a relationship. I didn't need all that like I did before. Like I relied on that.
So when I came back for that 3-week break and Chanelle had just gotten home, it's really hard when you get home from this kind of DTS environment because you've been in such a deep relationship with people. You've been living with them for the past 5 months. And Chanelle was just feeling very lonely. She's from the Sunshine Coast, which is kind of like a smaller community. So she just kind of needed some company. And so we got together and just went out for a bite to eat in Vancouver, which is where we're from. And we met up there and had some crepes and just hung out. And
again, nothing happened.
She was telling me about all this stuff that she's going through.
Okay, stop. We're obviously not putting that in the vlog.
Anyway, we grabbed some crepes, grabbed some food, and then we were like, hey, well, I guess I'll see you like in, whenever I come home next 3 months.
Later on. Oh! Just remembered something. When we were in Belize, me and one of my really good friends that I met down there, she was my roommate, we were walking along one of the beaches and we were discussing just like the staff members, and Donavon came up and I was saying there's just something in him that I can just tell that he is going to be such an amazing husband, he's going to be such an amazing father, and just be able to lead his family so well. And it was just me admiring the traits that Donavon carries. And then I said, whoever Donavon marries is gonna be one lucky girl. And little did I know that was gonna be me, and later on it was gonna be our family. And so yeah, just super funny to look back on and actually super cool. Anyways.
So about a month before Chanelle and I started dating, I was just like in this process of trying to like figure out, okay, am I ready for a relationship? What does that look like for me to start walking that out? I had decided and kind of committed to myself that I wasn't going to date for fun. I didn't really see any point in that. So I was like, the next girl that I date is going to be someone that I could see myself marrying. I wasn't like necessarily putting in stone that like I was going to marry the next person I took out for coffee. But I was in a place where I was like, hey, I'm not interested in dating for fun. I'm not just looking for a good time. I'm interested in like pursuing marriage. And so when Chanelle and I were both home in Vancouver and we went out for crepes and stuff, that wasn't a date. That was just like a couple friends hanging out.
Yeah.
After that, though, a couple days later, I got a text from Chanelle, and she was just saying how she was really struggling in the small town environment. We live a couple hours apart via ferry and driving. And so I was like, well, I don't know like if you have plans, but I'm having a barbecue tonight with a bunch of my friends. Feel free to come on out and join us. It might just be good to be around people and kind of, you don't know any of them, so no pressure. And so Chanelle comes over and walks through the door, starts meeting all my friends, and I'm hosting and barbecue and burgers and hot dogs and, getting people whatever they need. And Chanelle's just off, like, meeting people and talking and having a great time. And I remember just sitting there like, wow, like I'm really impressed with how she's able to, like, fit in with my friends. Which is something that I was looking for in a girl. It was really important to me that she get along with my friends, and not only get along with them, but that she would love them and that they would love her. And so she fit in really, really well, which impressed me and kind of got my wheels turning a little bit on, oh, okay, maybe this could be a thing. And so that night, nothing really happened. We cuddled a little bit. There was a little bit of flirting. What? Yeah, we watched the movie.
Oh my gosh, yes.
She forgot about that.
I remember that. I thought it was the second night, but
started to turn on the charm a little bit.
Oh my word.
And
okay.
me and a couple of friends had plans to go downtown Vancouver the next night. And we were gonna have like a boys' night, but my one buddy, his girlfriend at the time, decides to like crash our boys' night and is like, I'm coming. So
don't say it like that.
She was like, I'm coming with you guys, yay. So Chanelle is like hanging out, and I'm like, well, boys' night's gone, like, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow night, but do you want to come downtown with us? And she was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. I haven't ever been out downtown. Like, we were gonna go to a bar and have a couple drinks. And so
dancing?
Yeah, we're going out for dinner at this awesome Szechuan place called Chongqing. Highly recommend it. Chanelle comes out with us, and Gabe drops Chanelle off, her brother, and she like walks in the door and she's wearing this like dress, and I'm like, whoa. She looks really good.
For some reason, when I was packing, I was like, oh, I'll bring this dress. I don't know why.
She wanted to look good.
But I didn't even
She's
wear
trying to wheel me.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Subconscious.
No. Anyways.
My buddy Brandon is like, whoa, like, who is that? Like, you need to date her. And by this time, like, we were both flirting. There was definitely some feelings rising up. And we ended up going out for dinner with the boys.
And let me add, at this point, I was still not like 100% sure that he liked me. I just thought, there's no way. We just went through like 5 months of ultimate friend zone to then we're going out for dinner and he's opening my car door. And I remember specifically he opened the restaurant door for me and placed his hand on my back to like walk me through. He pulled my chair out for me and bought me dinner. And still at this point, I was like, no, there's no way. Which I don't know why.
He's just being nice.
He's just being nice, which is so true.
I would have done that anyway. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, like...
I would have bought you dinner.
Yeah, I know you would.
So we go out, and we're having a great night. We're on the rooftop of the Woodwards building in Vancouver. We have this awesome view, and we're up there, and my buddy's girlfriend shows up with some of her friends, so everyone else is kind of off doing their own thing.
You said, hey, Chanelle, you want to go check out the other side of the rooftop? I said, yeah, Donavon.
You forgot your jacket inside. Left your jacket inside.
Yeah, and you said, I can go grab my jacket for you if you want to wear it. And I said, no, it's okay. And then you said, okay, well, I'll just keep you warm. Oh! And then you turned around from the view and then grabbed me and hugged me. And yeah.
And then I was just like thinking, I obviously like this girl. I need to make a move. But I'm like also going back to Belize for like a year. I still had a year on staff. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I just like look at her and she's like looking up at me and I'm holding her and I'm like, Chanelle, I got a problem. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I really want to kiss you right now. That's like the line that I lead with. I really want to kiss you right now. But I'm going back to Belize for a year and I don't know when I'm coming back and I don't want to be the guy that just like kisses you and leaves with like no, you know, obligation or anything like that, like no commitment. And looks at me and she's like, well, do whatever you want. And I'm like,
okay. But in that moment, my brain was again exploding, so that's the only thing that came out of my mouth. I don't know why.
So I'm like, okay, well, then I'm not going to kiss you. And she stops me and she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't say that.
Okay, it wasn't like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, you were. You literally said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't say that.
No.
That's like, quote, word for word. Anyway, so I'm like, fine. Then I'll kiss you. So we kiss on the rooftop. It's magical. Fireworks are shooting everywhere.
It was like we immediately just started dating right then on because the whole
Like
night I was
hands
holding hands and I was like kissing his shoulder and we were just being so cute and gross.
It's so weird how it just like instantly kind of like switched. I think it's just because we knew each other so well that
yeah, we didn't have
it wasn't an awkward transition from like, okay, we're friends to liking each other. It was just like
we know each other so well.
In hindsight, it looks and sounds really weird, but somehow it worked
perfectly.
Yeah. The next year of our relationship was long distance.
We're married now. All good stuff.
Yeah. So this will be kind of the first part of our story. Mm-hmm. We're gonna keep it at that for now, but stay tuned for the next part. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff that vloggers say to do. I don't know what any of it means yet, but go ahead and do it. We'll see you guys later.